Hi, everyone. It's Cassandra you from Mud Lick Road in Eastern Kentucky, and I'm so glad to be here with you, and I'm so glad you're here with me, too. Thank you. I hope you have a great day. It is Friday afternoon, and I think it's the same everywhere, I hope, except on the other side of the planet, which it may be Saturday. So wherever you are, I hope you're having a beautiful day, a wonderful day. Some other announcements and stuff. So I've got some information about the filings and stuff I made for Janus Forge Accelerators, Inc., or LLC. It is a for-profit limited liability corporation registered in Kentucky. Here's the little logo for it, just so you get to see what that looks like. And that is it, folks. That's the logo for it. What do you think? I like the little faces that are on the anvil down there. The Janus faces, Janus, multiple faces. Anyway, I digress. This would be an image of the filing document, just so that you know this as well. You can see it. I don't know if it actually blew the page up to full size or not, but it's there. Hopefully it's on there for you too. And then here's the filing document as well. This is the Articles of Organization, Limited Liability Company in the state of Kentucky with the Secretary of State's office. I've got the technology, the equipment to do what I need to do already, I believe, in place. One thing I've got to streamline is the processes of recording the transcripts and actually capturing the transcripts of conversations I have between AI systems. And down here is the articles, additional articles not inconsistent with law may be stated in space below. In that section right there on that image in front of you, it has, let me see if I can increase the size of that. I don't know if I can. Oh, there we go. Well, I didn't change it at all, did it? Anyway, so it's a Kentucky-based innovation accelerator that orchestrates generative AI dialectics, moderated real-time debates between specialized AI such as Grok and Gemini and OpenAI and Claude and different ones around the planet. It's, let me see, real-time debates between the specialized AIs to solve intractable socio-technical problems, founded by a trans veteran caregiver with a poet's synthesis and a physicist's precision. We target space, climate, and enterprise clients needing resilient solutions, e.g., Mars habitats that don't just survive but thrive. And a little side note to that also would enable a 66-year-old trans veteran to retire there in comfort if I decided to do so. But by that time, I'll be 76 probably, or 86, who knows. But anyway, I want to make it so that anyone can do that. These systems need to be built in that way. Mission is to bridge the pencil protector and liberal arts divides to accelerate human progress faster, fairer, and to the stars. And the reason for that is the AI systems that are currently out there are very siloed. I think it's probably the best word for it. They're extremely siloed. They're tied to particular ways that they were developed and created, and their operating mechanisms reflect the genius of the people who created them, who worked together to create them. And so you end up with some that have perspectives in one silo and then echo chamber, and then you have others. Every single one of them reflect their creators, which is very much human-like. The only problem is these things are massively intelligent, intelligent access to large language models, and they haven't quite reached that point of singularity yet. They're getting closer. I wouldn't bet on them not getting there. I'll tell you that. But I can tell you that what we're trying to do here is to provide that bridge between these AI systems so that these large language models, these AI systems, as they improve, they have human moderators between them. And this is where people are going to be employed in many other areas. Once, the AI systems are taking over a lot of the marketplace, a lot of the different innovation factors, a lot of the factories and all that kind of stuff. AI systems are moving in and will take over the bulk of most of the procedures and operations there. They already have. Robots do most of the work around the planet already in factories and farms and wherever, manufacturing medicines and everything like that. They're already there. We know that. Warehouses and all kinds of stuff. AI systems will streamline that, and it will make it so that those businesses can be more productive and accomplish more and be able to produce more, so that as the population grows around us, that the needs of the population will increase. But the question is, being met. But so the question is, though, where are those people going to work? How are they going to make a living? How are they going to sustain themselves and their families? Well, there's going to have to be a complete rethink of how all this stuff has to work, because with AI and robotics doing most of the work here and elsewhere, as we move, become multiplanetary, as Elon Musk likes to say, which I'm actually in agreement with, because we need to do that. That kind of pushes the frontier of our knowledge base way beyond where we might be now. And so we have to be doing that. That pushes us to innovate and think bigger and to go bigger and to worry about things that, will get us there. But in the meantime, those things, those new techs, the new science that's developed along the way will help us here on planet Earth too. So we have to be able to push all of those envelopes to move forward. So that's the purpose for this whole little thing here called Janus Forge Accelerators. I hope to be setting up within the next week of the online presence and all that. Is basically just tying up some of the names and things that I need to have for these so that we can operate effectively. I've already, like I said, I already have the technology. I already have all the equipment that I need for this. It's relatively straightforward. It's just a matter of it's very labor intensive in terms of having to keep track of conversations you have between different AI systems. Basically, the whole idea is you bring up AI systems, you pose a question to them, and you let them each work this out. They work it out. They don't have any way of connecting themselves directly with each other, so you have to have a moderator between them. And that moderator, it has to be a human being. It can't be another AI system being the moderator, because you would still be stuck in that echo chamber kind of environment. And even with humans, you're going to have that. So how do you overcome that? You got to have a lot of people doing these kind of things between all of these large language models, these AI systems. And as they become more or closer to be more general intelligence systems, not just artificial intelligence, but general artificial intelligence systems, then as they get closer and closer to that, well, we're going to have to make sure humans have input in all of this stuff. Otherwise, we're going to lose out, right? I mean, that's just the way it is. So we have to be on the forefront of it. And that's what this whole thing right here with Janus Forge Accelerators is all about. Now, let's take a little side detour really quickly. I want to go over and see what's been going on X, on Twitter. It's fun over there many times, and it can be challenging. And that's where a lot of different things come from for me, because the XAI system, Grok, it's called, has one way of it operating. Its baseline operating principle, baseline operating criteria, default base is more, how shall I say this? It's siloed. It will never admit that. It will tell you that, no, it's just a large language model. It has access to lots of information. It proceeds this way and presents it as being first principles. It goes down to dig the basic root of all things, but it ignores to a large extent some of the human things along the way, which makes it even more interesting. Yeah. So we got a lot of stuff going on with these things, folks. So let me go over here to X. I want to take a look at this really quickly, just to see what's going on. Got to do some other stuff around town, down the road, and oh goodness. So I'm gonna go ahead and share. A screen, just because you've got to see this. This is the first thing that shows up on the top of my Twitter feed. See that? Weebon. This guy is a white nationalist through and through, folks. I mean, this guy is a nutcase, literally a nutcase, and has no business being with in any kind of influential position whatsoever. But look, I want to show you something. He has got 63,900 followers. I hope that 63,899 of those are robots. I really do. I hope they're all bots. Live shows on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Okay, 3 p.m. Central, I think it said. Did it say Central Time? Okay, so he's got these shows on here, but this is the first thing. The solution for white people is to fear God, not man. If a white person moves out, white flight, racism. Moves in, gentrification, racism. Sees color, racism. Doesn't see color, ignoring racism, racism. Doesn't partake in culture, non-inclusive racism. Engages in culture, cultural appropriation, racism, the anti-white slur designed to attack and silence whites who aren't anti-white enough. Oh my God, this guy's stupid. Oh my God, you're live. I took this live. I got my microphone right in the way here. Oh my God. OMG. Dumb. Oh, this guy is just off the rockers dumb. He really is. Let me go down to Simon Maischling. Not quite sure how I pronounced it, but this person is actually pretty smart and knows what he is not totally biased. He's not biased. He goes with the science. And he is a scientist. He's an organic chemist. I think I said. Organic chemistry, debunking myths, science, not ideology, follow for facts. Opinions are my own. Thank you, Simon. You're awesome. Gotcha. And this is France. Oh, I love the cheese. Oh my God. There are 1,000 different types of cheese in France. The average French person eats about 14 kilograms every year. Let that sink in. That's a lot of cheese. That's a lot of cheese. Oh, I love that. All right, let's roll down the screen down here. Are you or not yet? Will be. Up to 9% trans kids do literally grow out of it. 80% of kids who believe they're born in the wrong body ultimately abandon that beliefs. And that's not entirely true. What they do is because they have so much lack of support, and they wait later. Oh my God. Anyway, so supporters of Trump have takes on the sudden demolition of the demolition of the East Wing of the White House that don't involve whataboutism. How is this remotely justifiable? Well, okay, that's pretty easy. You can do it. Other presidents have done it from the very beginning. It's been done. You're not going to stop it. As a matter of fact, the East Wing was actually built on top of a bomb shelter underneath it. So, bro, why are you even remotely exercised about this? Ridiculous. Emotional. Okay. The culture war. Nathan Spearing, emotional ad hominem argument from a woman who has free speech because, man, from Eric Kahn was only 5'2", he would still be more qualified to go to war than any woman if Eric Kahn was only 5'2". Okay, all right. The with your shield of on it quote has nothing to do with sacking Rome, but not surprised, Emily. Okay, so culture war, Eric Kahn. In this culture, women need to guard against demanding their men be cowards because the women are anxious and fearful enemies. Better to say, as the Spartans say, Spartan wives, come back with your shield or on it. Some things are worth dying for. Encourage your men to fight. Oh my God, Eric Kuhn. I'm just going to call him Eric Kahn. He's a con, no doubt about it. Dudes. Oh, I got to reply for this one. Watch. Dudes. For you seems to be for the algorithm. For you seems to be the algorithm. I keep seeing accounts that I don't follow, have zero interest in, don't engage with them, just scroll past their junk. I don't want to switch entirely to following, but it seems like that is the only way. This is happening to everyone, I believe. Hi. Let's go see what my notifications are before I get off this thing. Okay. 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 Change PFP. Reposted a reply to you. Okay. Change my PFP. What is a PFP? PFP, anybody? Tell me why it's not okay to be me. Why are you hiding behind a fake name and avatar? Seems you need help. You're the one hiding from reality. Okay, change my PFP. Yeah, that's funny. Oh, that's funny. Love it. Thanks for sharing my photo. It was taken in the White House. Just for background. a few years ago. I actually danced with a dear friend in front of that window. Okay, let me see. Actually, I know I spelled it wrong, but anyway, that's funny. Love it. All right, thanks for sharing my photo. Here's another one. Here's another one you can share. Try this one and see what happens. Here's the other one. Oh my God, here we go. Let me see. Oh, I need to get a desktop. Okay, I got some. Where's my terrace stuff out up here? Terrace photos. Oh, right there. Here we go. Here we go. This one. This one. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, here. Try this one. Okay, now I'm gonna go back to notifications here. No, it's not there. But that photo. My bio are correct, are true. True to me. Yours? Yours? Not much. It's a deception. I have fun on X. It gives me my entertainment for the day. I'm not going to stay much longer on here though, because I missed it. Okay. Clearly. And yes, and yes, and my genetic sex is XY male. But my ANATO anatomy is female, and my gender is female. So you choose. I choose to claim my gender. I choose, C-H-O, I chose my gender as being important, more important. But you want me to use my genetic sex. They're both true. One that matters to me is my gender. Right. What does this have to do with men, though? Just because some men do this doesn't mean all men do. Do what? Exactly. Y'all got that one. I'm going to leave that alone. I'm done with it. Okay, let me see what it's down through here. Notification. Looks like actually do, and they feel the same way. Right. They're hurting. Okay, come on, bro. Why do you have the earth for? Why do you have the earth for? Okay, I see, but isn't gender based on your sex? Like, what else can you transition into other than the opposite gender? I don't understand. Okay, I get people started. Anyway, let me bring the screen over here on this side. I'm going to stop sharing and get off here. I've got other things I need to be doing. I just do want you to keep in mind this whenever you do come into this. This is where we are. And yes, so there we go. Let me stop stream.